They say YouTube automation can change your life, turn you into an overnight success, make you passive income, or maybe even help you quit your 9 to 5. But no one really talks about what happens when you're just starting out. So for 30 days, I decided to go all in. I uploaded consistently, optimized everything, and spent countless hours perfecting my process. And let me tell you this, the experience was nothing like those motivational success stories you see everywhere. What actually happens when you start from scratch? Is automation worth the hype? Or does it all just crash and burn? Today I'm sharing the brutal truth, the wins, the failures, and the stuff nobody warns you about. And trust me, the results might shock you. The first video should be easy, right? Wrong, dead wrong. I started by choosing my niche and setting up my automation tools. I used Canva for editing and jumped straight into creating YouTube videos without overthinking it. All I knew was that I love money, and I'll go into the finance niche. My goal was simple. Stop planning and start posting. When I hit upload on that first video, I was buzzing with excitement. I kept refreshing the analytics page every few minutes, waiting for those view numbers to climb. And then, crickets. 0 views, 0 engagement, just a big fat nothing. But then it happened. That magical first view appeared. I couldn't sleep that night because of excitement. It felt like the YouTube gods were finally acknowledging my existence. After that rush, I committed to uploading twice a week no matter what. I thought I had this figured out. Spoiler alert, I didn't. By week one's end, I had 2 videos live and a whopping few hundred views total. But here's the thing, I wasn't discouraged. Every single view felt like progress. It was proof I was actually executing instead of just dreaming. The biggest lesson wasn't about automation or algorithms. It was about just starting, even when it's messy and nobody's watching. Week 2 hit different. I was getting into a groove, or so I thought. I quickly realized that just uploading wasn't enough. If people don't click, your automation means nothing. So I dove deep into CTR, keywords, and YouTube's mysterious algorithm. I spent hours optimizing titles and descriptions, trying to crack the code of what makes people actually click. It felt like running a scientific experiment, except instead of lab equipment, I was using tools like YouTube Studio and vidIQ to analyze everything. The data was overwhelming, but addictive. Mid-week, something beautiful happened. My first real comment. Not from a bot, not from my mom, but from an actual stranger who said, "First." That simple comment made every late-night editing session worth it. That's when it clicked for me. YouTube isn't just about gaming the system, it's about connecting with real humans. I started creating content I actually cared about, not just what I thought would perform. By week two's end, I had gained 3 new subscribers and reached 240 unique viewers. The automation was starting to pay off, but more importantly, I was finding my voice. Week 3 almost broke me. This was where the automation dream met cold, hard reality. The initial excitement of starting something new had completely worn off, and the reality of how much work YouTube takes hit me like a ton of bricks. And the worst part? The numbers were flat. Completely flat. I was uploading, editing until late at night and putting in all this effort, but the results weren't moving. I'd see other creators posting their 10,000 subscribers in 10 days success stories, and I couldn't help but think I was doing everything wrong. By the end of the week, after pouring in hours, the result? Barely 300 views. For me, it felt like screaming into the void. That's when the doubt crept in. The temptation to quit was overwhelming. Maybe automation was just another overhyped strategy that doesn't actually work. But then I remembered why I started. I thought about how Mr. Beast had to post 100 videos before hitting his first 1,000 subscribers. And suddenly it clicked. This wasn't supposed to be easy. This stage, the quiet stage where no one's watching, that's the test. It was eye-opening. I realized YouTube isn't just about chasing quick wins. It's about endurance. And if I could survive the flatline, I'd already be ahead of most people who quit before they ever see results. The final week arrived, and I was running on pure determination. Exhausted and frustrated, but committed to finishing strong. By now, I understood my audience better. I stopped throwing random content at the wall and started creating videos with clear purpose. My automation setup was dialed in. From content scheduling to engagement tracking, everything was optimized, and it started working. My watch time increased. People were actually finishing my videos, and the comment section became a real community. I even gained 1 more subscriber. The automation tools were doing their job, but the authentic connection with viewers made the real difference. I wasn't that proud of the numbers, but I was proud of sticking with it through the doubt, the late nights, and the moments I wanted to quit. After 30 days of YouTube automation, here are my results. 9 videos, 342 views, 12.3 watch hours, and 4 subscribers. On paper, it looks tiny, but to me, those numbers weren't small. They were proof I didn't quit. And here's what I learned. Automation tools are powerful, but they're not magic. They can optimize your process, schedule your content, and analyze your performance, but they can't replace authentic connection with your audience. So if you're considering YouTube automation, my advice is simple. Start now. Don't wait for perfect tools or perfect content. The automation will handle the technical stuff, but your passion and consistency will make the difference. YouTube isn't just a platform, it's a community. And the creators who succeed aren't necessarily the most talented, they're the ones who don't give up. If you want to see what happened after these 30 days, check out my next video. Hit subscribe to join this journey and let's automate our way to success together. Also comment starting out if you're also a small channel.